Bismillah ar-Rahman ar-Rahim. Alhamdulillah Rabbil Alameen. Assalamu alaikum wa rahmatullahi wa barakatuh. We are still discussing ethics, the most important topic in human development, in human progress. Is what? Is ethics. It doesn't matter what other sciences and knowledges there might be. The issue of ethics is central. It is crucial. It is imperative. Imagine you deal with a clerk at the bank, or with an engineer, or with a doctor, or with a teacher, or with a radiotherapist, or with a street sweeper, or with the domestic worker, or with a child at school, or with any other human being, and you are rude, and you have no regard for the feelings of others, and you say what you want to say without taking in consideration the effect it might have on others. Imagine that type of person might be highly educated, might even be a very rich and wealthy person, but if we do not have morals, we do not have how to treat others with respect regardless of status and position. Can we treat the one who's wealthy and powerful the same like the one who's cleaning the house, who's cleaning the streets? The same like the beggar? Do we have the same compassion? Do we have the same compassion for the one who's knocking at the door? Let us learn how to be compassionate and how to excel in human morals, in sublime morals, rather in divine morals, because that's our origin. That is our natural disposition, to be kind, to be compassionate, to be loving, to be magnanimous, to be generous, to smile, to be a loving person. This is being natural, our natural disposition. As it is the word, our hay'ah, how it is supposed, how it was fashioned and fathomed originally. May we fashion ourselves and fathom the importance of it. And in this regard, let us look at again some of the advice of our masters. And it has been reported, and we have given the hadith of the Holy Prophet sallallahu alaihi wasallam, as it is in Bihar al-Anwar, volume 70, as he says, "Hasibu anfusakum qabla an tuhasibu, wazinuha qabla an tuzanu, wa tajahhazu lil ardil akbar." Beautiful. He said sallallahu alaihi wasallam, take account of yourselves before you will be held to account, and evaluate them before you are held for evaluation. And beautifully here, and prepare yourselves for the greatest exhibition, the greatest exposure, al-ard al-akbar, the greatest exposure on the day of Qiyamah, where there is no covering, where there is no shield, where there is no clothes to hide, and here it is exposed to everybody what we have done. That is a day of a great shame, a day of great embarrassment of those who have done many wrong things. And it's a day in which that ugliness is going to be exposed. Allah, so the dua so beautifully says, Allahumma lakat satarta alayya dhunuban fi dunya. Oh Allah, you already have covered my dhunub, my sins in this dunya. وَلَكِنْ أَنَا أَحْوَجُ, but I am more in need of this covering fil ukhra, in the akhirah, on the day of Qiyamah, when everybody will be there and everybody will see my ugly deeds, what I have done, and many of them will claim reward, will claim compensation for the injustice I have caused, for the ill feelings I've given to others. They will claim it, and they will take some of our hasanat on that day of great exposure. Allahumma laqad satarta alayya dhunuban fi dunya. Oh Allah, you already have covered my sins in this dunya. وَلَكِنْ أَنَا أَحْوَجُ إِلَى سَطْرِهَا فِي الْأُخْرَى, but I need that covering more in the akhirah. May Allah, inshallah, help us to protect ourselves, to take account of ourselves before we will be held to account, and others will have a share in my good deeds. I will have to pay damages. And by virtue of what? By virtue of my good deeds. And if all of them are going to claim, and I have nothing left in my account, in my good deed account, and there are still many who want that I should compensate, then what? As Imam Zain al-Abidin said, then some of their sins, the justice of Allah, some of their sins I will have to take. This is the justice of Allah. But we ask Allah not to deal with us based on His justice. Deal with us based on your rahmah and your mercy, O Allah. And let us have rahmah and mercy and compassion for others. And we wish you a day, splendid day, inshallah. Wassalamu alaikum wa rahmatullahi wa barakatuh.